Hi everyone, Lillian here. How you all doing? I'm here with a recipe, a quick vegan recipe for banana pound cake. And when you have bananas that are really ripe and you're looking at them and they're black and shit on the outside, don't throw them out. You know, those bananas, the riper, the sweeter, the more flavor. So you do not want to be throwing them out. You can do two things, a couple of things. One is peel them and then put them in a nice Ziploc bag into the freezer, and you can just use them in your smoothies or shakes or whatever. And the other thing you can do obviously is add them to cakes and, you know, sweets. So what I've done today is added 4, and they were really ripe. So this banana pound cake is so sweet and amazing, but I've only used 50 grams of sugar for this whole cake, which is really not a lot compared to non-vegan cakes. So definitely check out this recipe, hope you like it. And the other thing I've used is ginger jam for the glaze. You don't have to be all fancy-pantsy and make your own glaze. Definitely just mix 1 part jam to 1 part water, get a brush and brush it over the cake while it's still nice and hot, and you've got yourself a really nice delicious glaze. So take a look at the recipe and hope you like it. Mash the ripe bananas using a fork. To make the banana pound cake, start with 225 grams of plain white flour, and we're going to start adding the dry ingredients, 50 grams of brown sugar. Of course, you can use white if you prefer. 3 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon powder, and 1 tablespoon of chia seeds. The chia seeds are optional, so if you don't have them, just forget about them. You can also at this stage add nuts if you like, or other seeds, maybe sesame seeds. Would work fine as well. And you want to give the dry ingredients a good mix first. Make sure that's nice and incorporated, and then we're going to add the 50 grams of mixed dried fruit. I just buy this in a pack, so there's raisins, pineapple, mango, whatever you like. Give that another mix. And now we're just going to keep adding the rest of the ingredients. 70 grams of canola oil, 100 mils of soy milk, to which I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of white vinegar. Just give that a little swirl. That also goes in. As you can see, I don't worry too much about the order in which I throw things into my cakes, and they still come out quite fine, so should be all right. And then the 4 very ripe bananas, they're small bananas, and it comes to about 250 grams of the mashed banana. So you're going to just give that a nice mix using your spatula. Once the wet ingredients and dry ingredients are mixed in and combined nicely, we're going to add the last ingredient, which is the vanilla essence. About 1 teaspoon is enough. And then give that one last mix before throwing it into your cake tin. Grease your cake tin by adding a little bit of canola oil, about ½ a tablespoon, and just getting a brush and making sure that all of the cake tin has been oiled well. Then you're going to just sprinkle with a bit of the plain flour. This is just so that once the cake is baked, it comes out easily and doesn't stick so much to the pan. So get that flour in and around all the sides as best you can. And then what I like to do when I make this cake just to make it even easier to get it out of the tin, is just grab some parchment paper. I use 2 pieces for this 9-inch loaf tin or cake tin, which comes to about 21 centimeters. There we go. And then basically just pour the cake batter in, the banana pound cake batter in, like so. The pound cake batter is in its tin. Just give it 3 or 4 little thumps. You just want to make sure that there's no air bubbles in there. And now we're going to bake this in a 200 Celsius or 400 Fahrenheit oven for 35 minutes covered with foil. After 35 minutes, you're going to remove the foil and then continue baking 200 Celsius, 400 Fahrenheit for another 20 minutes. So the pound cake has come out of the oven and I've let it rest for 5 minutes on the counter. Now just grab the parchment paper and you'll see it is quite easy to get out. Get that onto your little rack thing. I forgot what they're called in English. And now what I do is actually I want to put a nice glaze on top just to make it look, nice and shiny. And my trick is just to use 1 tablespoon of jam and 1 tablespoon of water. Today I'm going to use ginger jam, but the jam of your choice is fine. And as I said, I've mixed that with also 1 tablespoon of water. And now I'm just going to go ahead and just brush that onto the gorgeous pound cake, like so. Make sure that you get all the sides in as well. Right, so the pound cake looking absolutely amazing. And if you were here to smell my kitchen, it's so inviting, when you cook things and the smell and the aromas just go bang in your face. It's like, thank God for cooking. I mean, I don't know what I would do with myself if I, didn't spend a lot of time in the kitchen making, amazing dishes for myself. So I'm here to share them with you, and this is definitely a recipe that I hope someone tries out there. I am using white flour because I just like my sweets to be, sweet, and it doesn't matter if they're that healthy because I don't eat them often. You can definitely, play around with the flour, add some wholemeal flour if you like. I added chia seeds. You can also add, just play around with it. Add flax if you like, flax seeds or ground flax, nuts, vegan chocolate chips. This is just, this is your recipe. I always say a recipe is just a guideline and you have to add the spices that come from here. So, use your imagination and just use the things that you have in your kitchen, and somehow, recipes and really good dishes just seem to work out. So hope this is one of those things that someone out there may want to try, and yeah, would love to hear from you if you do try it and let me know what it was like. I have to have a little taste test. It's soft, and it's soft, but it's got that, pound cakey feel to it. And the right bananas that I threw in there, like, this is so inviting. This is just like staring at me going, eat me, Lillian, eat me, eat me. And really everyone that tries my cakes can't believe they're vegan. Again, vegan cooking just totally misunderstood. Vegan cooking is, fantastic when you do it right. So no reason why only vegans should be eating this, because this is a cake that anyone can enjoy, even, the non-vegans or the, people who are not, full-on vegans or vegetarians. So definitely go ahead and have a try. Itadakimasu. Like that is so nice. You know, and it took me what, 5 minutes to get all the ingredients together, 5 minutes to stir it all in, and then the baking time was 45-50 minutes, and I have this amazing pound cake as a result. So go for it, vegan away. Looking forward to seeing you again. Have a great night and take care.